I've just about got it done. I'm getting pretty close to sticking this back into the car. But I just wanted to kind of give you a little look at it here with some of the chrome stuff off of it you might find interesting. If anybody has ever wondered about the shielding and the bracketing and harnessing of the ignition system on these things, it's a pretty impressive piece of work, I will say. And of course, this is the with the plug wires in it and all the bracketing that normally comes with it that supports the shielding, the radio suppression shielding that goes over the plug wires, I guess, because back in those days, whether you know it or not, they shielded the plug wires on Corvettes and Corvettes only. I find this to be a unique feature of Corvettes of the time. They used solid core wires, which had a tendency, not a tendency, it had an absolute effect on AM radio reception. It buzzed, and it would buzz according to the RPM of the engine. As you raised the engine RPM, you could hear the buzzing frequency increase also. So they shielded the wires with basically metal shielding to keep the electromagnetic influence on the AM radio down. But at any rate, I thought I'd just kind of show you. It looks like, to me, I mean, obviously it looks like the long way around the barn. It's got all kinds of brackets and looms, and it's pretty impressive, actually. But that's why you see, I think that's why you see on so many of these earlier Vettes that had the shielding originally, it's all been taken off. And for the most part, people ran the plug wires over the exhaust manifolds and not underneath and behind them like they came from the factory. But as you can see, they took that monkey business seriously, obviously. But I thought I'd just kind of give you a little view of it and show you what all was involved in that. They put chrome shielding of the plug wires down on the block itself, covered the distributor down the sides. I don't think this has had any shield. Who knows how long this has been since this has actually had ignition shielding on it. When the car was purchased, there was none. So who knows how long ago that was taken off and thrown in the trash, right? But at any rate, that's what it looks like with the bracketing and shielding, or not the shielding, but the bracketing and then the wiring looms in place. So let's, I'm going to take and put the shielding on it, and we'll take a look at that. A couple things I've done to it is I've blocked off the heat riser underneath on the intake manifold, converted it to an electric choke, and I put a heat sink, aluminum heat sink plate underneath the carburetor. I'm trying to make it so that this carburetor will do its best to not try to percolate the fuel in the bowls or vapor lock, that sort of thing. Hot soak, what's actually called as a hot soak. Well, there you go. That is with the ignition shielding in place, air cleaner in place. Kind of a unique type air cleaner. I've seen some people put the air cleaner on backwards with the openings in the front, which is not correct. But however, this is how it looks like with the ignition shielding on it. Now there is some other covers that go on over the spark plugs, which I did not get. So we'll see. We'll see. You gotta draw the line somewhere, but pretty much this is a complete L79